Twice fallen to the slopes, thrice to the rotten swamp, and several more. Is it any wonder? Fallen tarnished, you've emptied your cup. Sorry, I cannot help you. Far be it from me to claim you need aid. Your sword arm will rise even without a gentle hand. But I am present, therefore I offer. 'Tis not a blessing, nor do I desire merit, but would you rest for a moment? I understand. My selfishness brought me before you to see with mine own eyes a lord in the making. It's bold, too bold. Many apologies. I have only come to offer a respite. These hands, your hands, you bear it all. Would you mind if I held on to it? Your hand. 'Tis not a blessing. Heed my words, gentle tarnished. You brave cold and fire, rot and death, and the ill gold. Strong as you are, right here, you may rest, if but for a moment. If not, consider it a favor, a selfish request from myself. I see. Worry not, the wind is not that fierce, and the sanctity of the grace offers a little respite. For now, we are far from worry and faded omens. For now. The weather, not as grim. I would call it luck if not for the roaming patrols The dark frost would claim you again, I fear, before they even reach you. Worry not, for the light of fire is snuffed by a spell. Do you know of it? The unseen blaze. It was once a staple of the mountain manor. It has long abandoned its quiet craft, heat forged by flames gifted by the giants. Praetor Rykard perfected the technique, but wind would ail the spell's use. A quiet fire does not roar, scream, and beg. The beloved Brightar would go on without it, yet he would not outlive it, it seems. Shall I teach it to you? The unseen blaze. I shall take your hand. You need not offer me runes. I would not borrow from your strength. Instead, allow me to regale you the maker of the blaze. It starts with a poem branded in blood. Here, in the lands between, young Lord Therios printed his words upon his hand, written deep with ink and pen. His lover, the Witch of Goldenwood. He was allowed to meet only when the moon was absent, when looking upon her would not steal his mind and vision. Even then, his eyes were bound and his feet nailed to the ground. Under the watchful eyes of his house knights, he was only allowed a handshake before being spirited away. On his hand, he drew his love and passion. The witch could read his heart through his palm, and she understood. She learned the incantation required a fire. As per his request, she would brand him with a kiss. Unfortunately, his hand grew rotten and foul. His house cut off his limbs and hunted the witch to her execution. With only his teeth, he gnawed into the burns of his severed arms. From there, he cast the spell, the unseen blaze. He burned her body onto his, branding her love for only him to see, and buried himself alive, unseen to all but her. I've spoken too much. I have cast the spell upon your hand. Do you feel it? The warmth of his love will protect you. You need only wield it, and he will be at your side. The heat of the flame may also stave off the frost for a time. The garments you wear, the armor, it's grown over. Allow me a moment. Once before, a giant of the frost discovered a glade of riches. Gemstones born of great ice flows. So precious was his discovery that he sealed the glade to all but himself, deep, deep within the mountains. 'Tis a legend now with no proof of such gemstones ever existing. The scholars of Rhea Lucaria looked into the matter some time ago. While their investigations bore nothing of substance, their efforts uncovered new kinds of armor to withstand the cold. They combined moonlight threads with silver drops of the underworlds. The protection from ice would one day become a motif of the academy, embroidered into the hems of their robes. Is my talking frustrating you? Would you enjoy quiet instead? Of course. Almost done. The fire may soften the ice, but the cold is fierce and strong. To match its might, only the giants were capable. And now, those times of old fall far from mind and memory. I have never favored a tarnished that has made it thus far. Your specialness. You carry the hope and burden of the approaching age. Shardbearer, Lord. Yes, you will become Elden Lord. The maiden that guides you, she... Nay, I must not know. Her elusiveness of the two fingers is understandable. The others know. We all know. And we see you. And we harbor no ill will. For each of our chosen, for each of our chosen you've vanquished, you grow stronger, more capable, and worthy of the burden of the ring. I cannot play the role of the maiden for you. She needs you, just as my tarnished needs me. To the north, to the Snowfields, you will find them. You will defeat them. It is in your nature, and it is your fate to do so, just as all tarnished will fade and perish before the new Elden Lord. The new age has no room for tarnished. You must ascend. As for me, once your deed is done, I will cast myself out to sea. While no tarnished will live to herald your crown, neither shall the maidens. The two fingers will meet its end. Our time has come to a close, as the old age shudders to its burning oblivion. The old will scorn you, while the new reveres you. You will be cherished and loved. My favor that I ask of you, gentle tarnished. Nay, gentle Lord. I ask that you carry with you the stories you've learned. The atrocities will fade to ash, but the good that followed before still holds strength. The gentle reeds of the dragon barrows, the once shining moonlight of the academy before gold dripped in blood. You know not of this era, nor have memory of a life before the shattering. I apologize. It's a terrible burden to remember a story that you played no part in until the aftermath. I will not be there to witness your ascension, nor will I bear witness to your reign. 'Tis a favor that cannot be enforced, merely an askance. Thank you. Ha! Away there. Do you see it? It's been watching us. Worry not. It fears the presence of grace. Your rest here is unimpeded. It will move on to find new prey. Have you fought them before? The hounds that prowl the snowfrost. 'Tis best to avoid them. While your strength may match theirs, and their might be felled, 'tis not exactly worth the effort. Journey on, upon great torrent, and you will reach your mark towards the burning peak. To go with you. Nay, my stay is temporary and only. We will not meet again. This, I believe, is a favor to you. Gentle lord, you yearn for attachment. You fall to pity and the betrayal of a gentle hand. Yes, the deathbed companion has marked you before. Vile the practice, yet I know you sought only the comfort and not the blessing. I can see it. Behind your ribs, a dark spot that she's left, a soreness that eats at you. Forgive me, but it is a relief to see you care, despite the death route. The pain you feel, the loss, carries with it in all who survive the shattering. Rani, Radan, Ranala, Godwin. To speak of the golden line is to presume knowledge, of which I have very little, and the words I would choose I would not utter into this word. I have heard stories, grand, fierce stories, echoing a whisper of carnage that Caelid weeps to this very day. You've been, yes, I know. The steps of that road remain despite the soil, and they lead through old homes, forgotten lives. Have you been to Calum, the ever-burning ruins, the first of all? Laureate Belric wrote of its people, of the great general's army as it marched upon them. The bewitchment of fear, the war. He wrote the first march's song, yet it was never uttered by the army. It was only sung once, far to the west, a traveling encampment of people, merchants, a nomadic sort. They found the song fitting and used it as a means to share their location and potential customers. I know not the words, nor do I have an affinity for such chords. You can hear it for yourself down many roads. Listen, and it will find you, and you will find comfort by campfire. As for the Laurier, he moved onward to Celia with his dog. He resides there to this very day. Actually, I feel it may benefit you both. Yes. Journey to the haunted ruin of Celia. Be wary of the festering swamp, but investigate its coastline, northward along its shore from Celia. There, you will find the Laurier in his home. Perhaps he will have something for you. Do you feel better? Has the cold numbed your senses? This, in particular, may be a good thing for you, at least for a short time. North of here spells danger, and not just frost, but blade and shadow. It is a warning. If you so wish to see Miquella's hail tree, then to brave those of the darkest shadows. Are you asking for aid? I cannot offer you anything you haven't already earned. I have one thing, perhaps. There is a torch that was crafted after the dreaded night that stole Godwyn the Golden. Fear of the dark, of shadow, of destined death. It was not only a mortal fear anymore, but coveted by mortals all the same. A pillar had fallen. The golden lineage had one of its shining threads snipped. Thus, 4 individuals were tasked to make a weapon of great importance, to protect Lindell, to protect its people, and its lord. But such a weapon would also be coveted. The 4 bickered and fought until blood was drawn. All 4 were handed to Crescent Piers and held screaming before the tide. Their fear could not outweigh their intelligence. However, there was a 5th. An apprentice named Utholo Dane gathered all 4 of his master's works and combined them, but not to make a weapon. He made a torch, a product capable of being produced by the simplest of fire incantations. The torch itself was crafted with the expertise of skilled alchemists, but the recipe was passed on to forge smiths, then to merchants, guards, patrols. The light of this torch reveals those shadows. I have one for you. Should you need it, use it in the town to the north. Let its light guide you. But Utholo Dane's story does not end there. He was awarded a position on the capital's clergy, but refused. The weapon his masters had made had disappeared. He went on a journey to find it. His path turned him into a surgeon and led him to dark, reprehensible corners of the lands between. It changed him. turned him inside out, some would say. Still, his quest was incomplete. But whispers drove him down underneath the capital to find his master's weapon. And find it he did. Stolen and molded and forged again, its likeness twisted into madness. It was the beginning, merely another tool to use for the frenzied flame. It said he went mad down there, if he's still there at all. A courtesy would be to say Utholo Dane died the day he created his torch, and that the white surgeon who came after was a different man altogether. Gentle Lord, should you find yourself ever down below the walls of gold, hold fast to your wits. Your path is how you choose it to be, but a lord without a mind or heart is no lord at all. Take heed of that, and every foul creature you've slain. A lord of frenzy will fall the same as a rotten dog, and, as all maidens know, it will be the Glomai that claims you. I've said too much. Is it passion or anger? I've made my peace with it. Whatever I say, it cannot change you or your made-up mind. The new age is earned and thus fitted to your likeness, however you will be at the end of all things. The journey changes you, hasn't it? From the very beginning. You've grown stronger, sharper, clever. Do you still find solace in the company of others? Has this shattered age robbed you of that? To the west, the Volcano Manor. If you've not heard of it, surely you've encountered their ilk. Rarely does a journey travel so long without finding themselves beset by the bloody fingers. Do you find it odd that they gather in companionship to sever others from their path? Or perhaps you agree with the practice. Only one may ascend to Elden Lord. Thin the herd, as they say. But have you met others who have stayed your hand? Kindness, benevolence, entreaty? They will not be able to follow you on your path to become Elden Lord, but perhaps exceptions could be made. If such were the case, who would you take with you? If you could take anyone at all. And would you tell me of them? Or are you perhaps too protective of them for it to be told? I see. Forgive me for asking, but do you see yourself fit to be Lord? Above all, your might begs no question, but I worry that the path of the Tarnish has ridden you with different instincts. You are a warrior, the same as the first. Then again, foul be it my words to imply Lord Godfrey was not an adequate Elden Lord. History will point its gaze to another ruler, not so much a warrior, who would bring about the undoing of all. Would you think it is necessary? I've often wondered as such myself. Queen Merica the Eternal, and all she knew, and all she coveted, and the dismantling of the gold she had spun. The age of plenty, the fall, the shattering. Hold on. It hasn't escaped your eye, nor do I intend to hide it from you. Upon your armor, I craft a rune, assuming as such that this is in particular one of your favorites. Indulge me. This is not a charm to protect you, nor the spirit of luck, but instead something a little more frivolous. Whilst you wear this armor, the rune will alight only when worn. Every rune you collect will instead be stored in this sigil, not to be lost when you fall. However, there is a chance the sigil cannot bear the weight of the runes. It has a tendency to explode. I trust you will gauge the amount to put in appropriately, You wouldn't want to lose your favorite armor to greed. I do this to help your journey. Think nothing of it. And should it not befit you, merely scratch the rune away. Is it too many gifts? Are you asking why I don't lend these to my tarnished? They have refused. Their fate is in their own hands, as is their drive to face you. Each refusal, it seems, is born out of a knowledge that it would be a waste. I disagree, but they know, as much as I do, that they will not defeat you. Do you find it admirable when a tarnished looks forward to their death by your hand? There is flattery in blood, hope in your strength, in your resolve. They won't see the new age, but they will see you and measure your worth. A taste of the end, of fractured gold, of an Elden Lord. Perhaps that doesn't reach you, not yet, no. Such words mean nothing when the feat has yet to be completed. It reminds me, General Radahn, do you think it admirable that his Mullen armies continue their gruesome march? For Caelid, for honor, for their general? Or perhaps it is the last threads of conscious thought, their warrior spirit, the mane of the lion embracing them. I think you'd be surprised to find those who would follow you in their last moments. Does it humble you? Or do you feel indifferent towards the action? It does not reflect you, no. Merely a thought. There is... one moment. There is... something has stuck upon you. One moment. Infernal little... There. Oh. I've overdone it. Excuse me, there was a bug. Perhaps that doesn't faze you, but at first I felt it prudent to be rid of it. All manner of unsavory creature and substance may find its way upon you, but here, I hope it does not find you. At least here, right now. You've faced the scarlet rot. Yes, although an incantation of sorts exists, very little can prevent the rot from claiming its victim. You already know this, but did you know of a subsect of the rot? A parasite born from its culmination? Hardly a difference all the same should you perish. But this particular parasite has a mind and will of its own. In truth, this parasite is a daughter of the blood of Mikola. There are many like her. It's all the same. Parasites, flowers. In particular, the rotten carrion flowers of the swamp of Ionia is prone to birth daughters of the blade of Mikola, her blood. Her blood is all and everywhere within flesh and bone. One day, we will see Caelid again, as it were, before the flower bloomed vile, when ash covers splintered land and old can grow anew. You have yet to meet her blade. A word of advice, if I may. She is a fighter of calm stature, but clever thrice-fold. You will defeat her if you can withstand her three-form dance. Such a question, actually. Have you ever danced a merry jubilation, celebration of the sorts? Have you allowed yourself to relish your victories? Or, perhaps, are you the type to quietly feel relief that it's over? Regardless, I hope you found some joy on your journey throughout your perils. To bring to mind, how do you feel when returning to the land's routine? Were you awed by the Erdtree and its grace? Did you find Stormvale a welcome challenge? Did the trumpets of Radan's festival fill your chest with vigor? The Academy of Rhea Lucaria, its tall, shining towers, did its secrets intrigue you? Or perhaps you found the fiery manor and its puzzling design more intriguing. The capital, Lindell, its golden marred streets. I remember it. The footsteps of people, markets, home, the age of plenty. Here. See this? These are marbles. Children's marbles. Not were they found within the homely care of the capital, but below, in the dark shunning grounds. Old marbles, their owner now gone. The children of Omen rarely have a childhood. These marbles, these ones in particular, were made within the capital. Thus, how would they have reached down below? It's a story I have no right to say, for the real owner of these marbles, the one who cast them down a well within the city, down to the sewers, she would not have her story told. Better to fade from this age than to find sorrow and unhappiness in a simple bag of marbles. I grow sentimental and foolish. The capital as it once were, even then, were those times truly plentiful? Were we not teased with the end of oblivion, even then? The warnings were clear. Our last hope is in the warriors Queen Marika sent away. In you. To that, I must say, there is a cave just north of here, before the town. As my senses tell me, there is a weapon of great importance inside. Tell me, what do you know of Radagon of the Golden Order? Do you find him detestable, or are you embraced by his law? I know nothing of the king consort, not that many do, but a dedicated forgesmith he turned out to be, many of which are scattered across the lands. But the one in particular, the one north of here, may prove to be of some use for you. Or such a thing doesn't amuse you. Divinity and dragon tongue, glintstone and gravity, sword arms and ashes. Which pertains to you? Do you find yourself likening the feel of lightning honed between your fingers? Glintstones and the stars at your command? Or is your faith and knowledge within your very body shaped and formed into arms techniques that can parry the demigods of this land? Either way, all already before you. No doubt it is at all within your capabilities. No doubt at all. Although, it begs the question, whatever talents of fame you bring with you before the earth tree may proceed to the next stage. Therefore, should you abandon a path, mayhaps it will not thrive in the new age. And mayhaps this isn't entirely an unfortunate thing. I fear I've overstayed my welcome. The ice is free from you. My presence is not needed. The grace will protect you. Do you understand? You are on your own henceforth. I've given you all I can. The rest is up to you. To ask you to think of me as a new kind of selfishness. Should you look out to the vast sea, I would rather you think of its waters fondly, and not of drowned maidens there within. Take heed, take heart, and be well. Goodbye, my gentle lord.